Hey everyone, Brian here. Welcome to another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist, our daily episodes where we talk about our progress here in our little Volkswagen restoration shop. So, had the place kind of to myself today, except for our upholstery guy, which I will talk about and show off his amazing work, and then paint and body guy. But inside the shop proper here, I was pretty much alone all day and focused on this beauty here, this white 66 Beetle that we're kind of finishing up, having been started by Brian Roth over at Roth Vintage. Come over here for us to pretty much finish it, get it on the road. So if you notice, if you're a regular around here, this is the spot where the green custom Beetle has been sitting. And as I mentioned yesterday, if you saw yesterday's episode, that car is gone. So pretty much finished up everything we were going to do. And again, the owner took it, and him and his buddy are going to see if they can get the air ride system sorted out. So hopefully they can. It's going to be super cool. Otherwise, they may bring it back someday and we'll put some static suspension on it and it'll still be cool. So either way, but for now, it's gone at least. The red 67 is just sitting there. We had to move some cars around, so it's not officially gone yet, although hopefully soon. Our extremely talented guy that we use, Robert, is going to come and work his buffing magic and ceramic coating magic on it on Saturday, and getting super close. Didn't really do anything to the 64 today. It's pretty much ready for Rene to work some paint and touch-up magic on it, and then for Santiago to do some interior magic on it. But for now, it's kind of just sitting there. But anyway, so yeah, spent some time this morning with the owner of the green custom Beetle and sent it on its way, and then turned my attention to this one. So the owner, as I mentioned yesterday, brought in a whole bunch of parts, and we didn't really go through them in any level of meaningful detail. So my plan today was to start assembling the car. So I really sat down and went through all the parts that he had, most of which were from Wolfsburg West, and then started making a shopping list of things that we were missing. So he had a lot of the parts, but there were just a lot of little things missing. For example, the seals for the vent wings were not there. And then, as I think I mentioned yesterday, his vent wing locks were pretty crummy looking, so I went ahead and ordered some new ones of those. We like to usually use new hardware from Wolfsburg West for things like installing the rear view mirror and the visors and stuff like that. They have hardware for all that stuff in nice little kits where you just ask for it and you get it. You don't have to hunt around or hit up hardware stores, and they always have the correct heads on them and stuff like that. So generally speaking, we just buy all that hardware. Likewise, the screws to put in the assist straps that go right there. So he was just missing a lot of little things like that. He had most of the bigger stuff, but some hardware, some seals. He has the molding for the side, but he didn't have, at least that I saw, didn't have the clips or the little booties that they go in. So placed a pretty substantial order today, at least substantial as far as the number of parts. Again, mostly small things. I will be picking that up in the morning and then can really hit the ground running on this car here. So probably be working on it a lot tomorrow as well. So let's see what I did today. One of the major-ish things was I went ahead and installed his door handles. I believe he did say he does have original door handles for this car. So these are reproduction ones, and they're keyed the same as the ignition switch on here, which is also reproduction. But he does have some original ones, which at some point we may, or he may see if he can rekey. But for now, these are really nice, and they work great. So yeah, I installed those. The passenger side one fought me a little bit. Again, sometimes the reproduction stuff doesn't fit quite as good as original. But I was victorious and managed to get it on. Went ahead and put on the body to door seals, which he had also provided. And luckily, he somehow knew to buy the Brazilian ones, which is all we ever use. The German ones, you always think German quality is better, but with door seals, the Brazilian ones are much softer. The German ones are so stiff, it ends up being really hard to close the doors. So pretty much we always use Brazilian door to body seals across the board on these cars. So yeah, installed the handles, installed the door to body seals on both sides. You know, a couple little things. Went ahead and put his 1300 badge on the deck lid. Super cool looking. Even though it's got like a 1600 dual port, who cares? The badge is bitchin'. Let's see what else I did. I also went ahead and restored and installed his ashtray. So it's in now. There we go. And looking good from both this side and this side. So it was in unrestored condition previously, so went ahead and restored that, made it look all pretty like everything else on this car. Some other small things here. The access panel covers, well, these two were painted body color white, which is of course wrong. So I pulled those off and sanded them and painted them semi-gloss black. One of them I had to redo because I got a little overzealous painting it and got some runs on it. So sanded it down, repainted it, but it's ready to go. Likewise for the mechanism here, unfortunately they painted that body color, which is not correct. It should just be plated. But I don't think I'm gonna strip it down, sandblast it and stuff like that. I'm gonna leave it. But the one thing that I did decide to do is to the cover for it, which is often missing on these cars, by the way, but he has it. So the cover, which goes underneath here, this was also painted white, and I thought, okay, well, at least I'm going to paint this semi-gloss black, so that'll look kind of correct up underneath there. But yeah, I don't know why they painted that. Who knows? But it's done, so at least this part will be the correct color. All right, let's see here. Trying to think what else. I think those are kind of the major things that I did today, other than spent a lot of time going through all his boxes of parts, again, making this kind of master list of most everything we need to finish putting the car together. So again, pretty big list. And so let's talk about the seats. So again, our upholstery guy, Santiago, has been working on these seats. He started just like a couple days ago, actually. What's today? Thursday? I think he might have started these on Tuesday, maybe. Anyway, he hasn't been working on them long, and he's pretty fast. And speed aside, this guy, the quality is just over the top. So really, really proud of his work here. I don't know that there's anyone that can do it better. Again, this is all handmade. This is not a set of covers from TMI. We basically buy the raw materials, the vinyl, the basket weave, and then the matching plane to go with it, and then the piping. And he pretty much just starts going to town. Of course, we have patterns that we use as reference, but ultimately everything is kind of like fine-tuned to fit perfectly for the frames and everything. Likewise, we use the horsehair style pads. They're not really horsehair anymore. They're made out of coconut fiber. He doesn't just slap those on either. He'll take them, for example, and like on the corners, if the shape of those is off a little bit, he'll actually go and add some foam to the corners of those coconut fiber pads, and then basically like shave the foam to get the shape just right. So there's tons and tons of details on these that go into them that you don't necessarily see, but then ultimately when they're done, everything sits nice and flat. The corners look good, the lines are all perfect, and the dude is pretty much a magician with upholstery. So really happy to have brought him on board as part of our team. And yeah, so I think he's almost done with, these are obviously the bottoms of the front seats. I think he's already made the backrests and hasn't quite installed them yet. And then last I saw, I think he was installing the upholstery on the backrest for the back seat. So these are all coming along. He'll probably be done with the seats tomorrow, and then probably go ahead and start in on the door panels. So moving right along here. So guys, I think that actually may be it for today. A little bit of a short episode here because didn't really have anyone else inside the shop at least helping me out. I just showed you what Santiago did, and Rene is of course still working on the metal work and body work on the Krusty Karmann. I'll probably go ahead and give you guys an update on that and show you how it's coming here in the next couple days. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in that project. We just keep uncovering more things that need to be done on that car, the Ghia. So I'll update you guys on that in a day or two. So in the meantime, everyone, thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you again soon. Bye.